Good morning, I'm Roy Robertson. Welcome to San Diego Made, San Diego Proud, where we present the business leaders in our community that are committed to helping make us America's finest city. And today we welcome back Kurt Buskey, who is the president of A Better Solution in Home Care, a company that's helped thousands of people over the course of many years with a full range of medical and caregiving services that are available in the comfort and privacy of our homes. And today, Kurt will tell us what services we can access and the options for payment on those services. How do we afford what it is that we need? So Kurt, let's talk first of all about A Better Solution in Home Care, because you have helped so many people, but it's new to some. Explain the concept to us.
Yeah, so A Better Solution Home Care and Nursing has been around in San Diego for over 17 years. We provide a variety of services in people's homes. We have caregivers, we have nursing services, we call those home health services. We also provide staff to some of these facilities that need supplemental or extra staff support. We help people identify if they can no longer remain at home, residential care options in the community. We also provide care management services to people as well that can help them connect to a variety of house call services that exist in San Diego.
House calls? I thought nobody made house calls.
I know.
Anymore, but you do, so explain those services to us.
Well, we do with caregivers and nurses and physical therapists, but you know, people don't realize how robust the market for house call providers is in San Diego. Everything imaginable, from house call doctors. A lot of people don't realize that they still do that. Many doctors do. Medication management, wound care, physical therapists, as I mentioned, nursing care. Home-delivered meals from nonprofit agencies, friendly visitor programs, mobile labs, you name it, the list is endless. So pretty much any service that somebody would need to remain independently in their own home can be brought to their home.
Of course, so many of us now are dealing with aging parents, trying to find the right care options for them, and especially focused on keeping them in the home. So is that primarily the market that we're talking about here? Who benefits?
It really is. And, you know, I can tell you a little story. We've got lots of them, but a woman we were interacting with recently in her 90s didn't have any support in her home. She was losing independence. The family's saying, you know, we're going to have to put you in a facility. They connected with us. Fast forward to today, she's got caregivers in the home that are just helping her get out of bed and get bathed and get by day to day. Nursing services are in the home. House call doctors are in the home as well. Medication management, physical therapy. The family now is able to live their lives and work and not have to really worry every day, every hour about their loved one.
Yeah, and you mentioned some of the credentials of the people. I mean, these are MDs, they're RNs, LVNs, full range of services. Okay, so here's the big question, because of course everybody would want to have their family members stay at home. How do we pay for these services?
Yeah, a variety of payment methods. Some of the services are paid for through Medicare, long-term care insurance. Some of the services are private pay. So there's a whole variety. Some of the services are free. So we really help people navigate those services and the payment options for those services.
And we should point out the consultation is free too, right?
Exactly. So if people call us, connect with us, it's free, no obligation assessments. We encourage house call providers to connect with us as well and be a part of our network. We want to get the word out to families. As we're meeting with families, we meet with well over 400 unique individuals every year. So we're happy to help. That's what we're here for.
It's all about expanding the network, expanding the care. I know you're working in other markets, but here in San Diego, it's really got a footprint and it's helping so many different people. So make the call to A Better Solution in Home Care at 877-585-9011 or go to absihc.com.